Hey, I'm Jack.
Hi, I'm Milan.
Hi, I'm Haley.
And hey guys, I'm Lauren. Today we will be presenting our P-Cube device, or posture pressure pad.
For our group's final project, we decided to do something that was related to the ongoing pandemic. And given that a vaccine was a little bit out of the scope of this class and completely unoriginal, we decided to do a little more extensive research. And from there, we determined that one issue that was very common in the general public, especially due to this pandemic, was an increase in back pain. Back pain will affect 80% of the US population at some point in their lives and is the primary reason in this country for missed days of work. Given that everybody has been working from home in 2020, this has translated to more sedentary behavior, sitting at desks, staring at screens, which has led to an increase in posture-related back issues. So we figured one way we could help and try and alleviate an issue that's being worsened by COVID-19 is to do something related to posture. After interviewing physicians and experts in the field, we learned that posture is actually a very dynamic concept and that it can vary between each person. Most devices currently on the market fail to be a one-size-fits-all product and often have adverse effects by forcing people into rigid postures that aren't natural for them. For our product, we wanted to build a non-invasive posture device that could record someone's sitting posture and analytically assess the quality of that person's posture. We are the Posture Pressure Pad Group, otherwise known as P-Cubed, and this is our product.
The P-Cubed device is a comfortable and luxurious seating pad suited for all of your posture needs. The pad consists of 24 force-sensing resistors arranged in a grid matrix surrounded by a cushiony foam. The foam is encased by a soft, waterproof cover that is machine washable and durable. Whether you're sitting through a Zoom meeting, cramming for a final, or scrolling through Twitter, the P-Cube device has you covered. So I know you find yourself wondering how such a magical device could even work. Don't worry, we're here to explain it all. This is the main user interface for the P-Cube device. The very first thing you'll want to do as a new user is click Go to Create User. At this stage, you'll enter a unique username and password. At this stage, you'll want to click Create User to confirm your new account. At this point, you will click Go to Login to go to the login screen. You will now enter your username and password that you just entered a few moments ago. Now that you are logged in, you're ready to create some calibration data. Click Go to Calibrate to enter the calibration phase of the device. Click on Ready to Calibrate, indicating that you want to record a calibration session. Once you're sitting with good posture, select Calibrate Good Posture. Then sit with bad posture. Select the Calibrate Bad Posture. The device will record your weight distribution with bad posture. If you feel as if your calibration data might be skewed, you can always recalibrate. So what you're going to do is click Restart Calibration and run the whole process all over again. Now you're ready to run a normal session. Click on Go to Run System to begin a normal seating session. You'll see that when Haley is sitting with good posture, the good posture LED lights up. When she sits with bad posture, the bad posture LED lights up. After she sits with bad posture for an extended period of time, the posture dialog box will change. This indicates that she has been sitting with bad posture for a while and needs to correct her posture. When Haley is done with the session, she can press End Session. This will end the data collection. There are a few noteworthy things on the interface. First is the percent of time spent in good posture, which tells you how much of your session was spent with good posture. You also have a user's past session data graph, which shows trends of percentages of time spent with good posture. You also have two heat maps located on your screen. The top heat map is generated from your calibrated data collected by the FSRs. The bottom heat map is generated from real-time FSR data collection, and it changes as you move. The P-Cube device can also detect when you're leaning right or when you're leaning left. The P-Cube device can also detect if you've removed your weight from the device. If you have gone for too long, the session will end automatically.
So I'm going to talk about two things we're really proud of in our design of P3. So the first thing is saving user data to their file system. When the user chooses to run through P3 software on their computer for the first time, in the initialized state, this will create an empty folder hierarchy in LabVIEW. These folders are empty so that when the user creates an account, saves calibration data, runs a session, or anything else, data will be added to that corresponding file within the folder, and this functionality allows the program to be run on a variety of computers as long as they have the LabVIEW software. Another thing we're really proud of is acquiring data from the force sensing resistors. We ended up using 24 force sensing resistors to acquire data about user position on their chair, and this was an analog signal, and then we created a VI that calculated the average of the signal over the specified time that we wanted. And this was really important because this allowed us to create an average for our calibrated data and an average as well for data acquisition. That way, then when we're running the system, we're not just getting a snapshot of the user's position, we're getting an average over time, which can be more useful to compare the results to calibration and in general.
Thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed learning more about the P-Cube device. We would like to give a very special thank you to Dr. Merrick, Chris, Jeff, and Ray for making this device's creation possible.